Hi, I'm Mary Fisher, and I'm doing the video for the real testing in schools with counselor. Some information that I found out was that a lot of schools actually use their counselors as their testing coordinators here in the state of North Carolina. In my school, where I work as a teacher, they do use our counselor as a testing coordinator as well. And in that situation, she spends a majority of her time doing testing duties, such as training the teachers, such as going to trainings herself, etc., etc. Now, of course, in a situation where you didn't have to do the test coordinating, it would probably be a lot easier to get more of your counseling duties done. But she has found from our school that the testing coordinator duties really take away from the counseling duties that she has. Now, another point of view is that I have a family member who's also a counselor, and she does not do the test coordinating. They actually hired somebody else to do that. And in her case, she gets to spend a lot more time counseling the students and, doing the duties that she is required to do. Test coordinator is actually not one of the duties of a school counselor as defined by North Carolina standards. So the fact that they are required to be test coordinators has really just come from the state recently, but actually I don't even think it's a state thing. I think it's a county choice because other districts don't have to do it. I think now a lot of districts are moving away from that, but you still have a lot that can't afford to hire someone separate as a test coordinator. You have your counselor who just ends up taking that duty because there's no one else to. So logically it doesn't fall under anything that should be required of a counselor, and it is more for something like an administrative or a curriculum person, because they have more of the background knowledge when it comes to testing than a counselor would have, because the counselor, while they know about testing and accountability, their main focus is the mental health of the students. So in order to help our students with their mental health, counselors should be able to meet with the students instead of focusing on their testing duties and going to trainings and training the teachers and all that good stuff. So the real situation is that a lot of our counselors are required to be test coordinators because they can't afford to hire separate people. Unfortunately, this is happening every day. But the other part of the real situation is that it seems that a lot of schools are realizing that this is a problem and they're starting to change it. So the real situation is that we have counselors that are required to do duties that are not in their job description, that are not required by North Carolina public schools in the evaluation process, that are not required. But what is happening is that I think schools are realizing that the students are not being helped, so they're taking this duty off the counselors. Unfortunately, we're in a time where there's not a lot of funding to hire testing coordinators. So until that changes, it seems like we're kind of stuck in a place. So hopefully the trend will continue, and as the economy gets better, we'll get less and less counselors forced to be testing coordinators and more counselors getting to do counseling with their students and getting to do programs in the classroom and getting to really get to the meat of things with their students. Thank you.